I'm Stephen Stockley. I'm the Managing Director of FosterTalk. 13 years ago, I became a foster carer. I was travelling the world, sourcing products for big companies within the UK. I actually met a young person that was care experienced. His story was so inspiring for me. It had my wife and myself in tears. As I say, we've now completed 13 years as foster parents with the same local authority. As soon as we started having placements, it changed me. My passion became those children that came into our home. Fostering has led for us also to adopt one of the children that came to placements. And now I'm happy to say that we have a son that we've adopted through foster care. I actually became a contact worker and I was responsible for transporting children to their birth parents and supervising those contact sessions. You move into foster care and it consumes your life, it consumes everything that you do. But I always say it's the hardest thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding. And that's why I'm so passionate about foster care. For me, my main drive to come here is working with people that want to make a difference in foster care. The fact that I can influence other people with the experience that I have and the children that come into my placement, that really drives me forward. It's working with progressive local authorities. It's working with the other independent fostering services that want to make a difference, to actually be able to sit down and talk to those people. It really fills me with a passion that I can get a voice across to them to represent those children that come through my home. I come here to FosterTalk and I'm surrounded by a really passionate, dedicated team that for them, it's not just the job, it's about the vocation, it's about what they can give to foster care, it's about making a difference. You can talk to any person in FosterTalk and they will tell you just how passionate they are making a difference for, even if it's just one child that comes into care, but they want to get that opportunity for all children to develop, for all children to reach their full potential. That's what motivates us, that's what drives us on. But sharing that passion with people within the business, that's what makes me come to work, that's what makes me want to develop not only as a foster carer, but also to make sure that we develop as a business. FosterTalk is an organisation that supports foster carers through memberships. We were established in 2004 out of the perceived need for more independent support for foster carers. We are an organisation that's not for profit. We provide services such as independent support for foster carers when they unfortunately go through allegations. We provide independent support for fostering services. We also provide training for foster carers and for fostering services. We're the first organisation to offer special guardianship memberships. So our support is not just there for foster parents, it's for their birth children, it's for anybody living in their household, and it's also supporting those children that come into that household. Although we've only been established since 2004, we see ourselves as progressing to become the centre of excellence for foster care in the UK. With the support of the Martin James Group of companies and the Martin James Foundation, we feel we can progress that over the next few years to become the go-to place for fostering in the UK. We firmly believe that skills can be taught, but personalities can't. So we're looking at those people to share the same passion that we do for foster care, to come in and be active members. Everyone is a key person within the business and we can't function unless everybody's doing their role to the best of their ability. We are a definite team in here. We support each other. You spend most of your life at work. Your work team becomes your work family. We support them to be able to look after their own family if they need time away from the business, to support their children in school, to go to attend meetings and that. We support that all the way through. There's never ever an issue for anything like that. We're really fortunate at FosterTalk that everybody goes above and beyond what they're expected to do. We'll often find people staying at their desk, finishing their work, supporting somebody else, going and find out what they can do in somebody else's department. The 7 C's for the Martin James Group of companies really are epitomised in what we do at FosterTalk. And we're very much wanting to collaborate with the other organisation, the Martin James Foundation. We don't profess to be the experts at everything. The creativity and that comes through looking at the new products we put into place a new working together, how we can look at Journey to Foster, for instance. We may have the ability to write Journey to Foster, but we need Anster to put the technology in behind so it becomes a service that can go to market. We need Carter Brown to help us with developing some of the training to develop it into other areas. And it doesn't matter how small we think we are, that we can actually make a difference. If we can just progress and make small changes, the next person will come and make that change again, and we'll keep progressing and keep moving forward.